This is Irontrader. It is Sunday night, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at one of my favorite trades, NVDA. This video is for information purposes only, not a recognition bias on the stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have NVIDIA, your daily chart. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up here, Friday, after hours, the stock jumped all the way from, let's see, what did it close at here? It closed at 135.40, and it rallied as high as 139.83 after hours. So here's the news, okay? They are taking Intel out of the Dow and replacing it with NVIDIA. How cool is this? So if you're long Intel, probably not too good. But NVIDIA, I think she rips higher. Now, this is all going to take place on the 8th. And also, NVIDIA's earnings there are on the 20th, okay? So this could be just an absolute fantastic trade here going forward, okay? Now, what we're looking at here, now you can see where after hours, sitting right there, it was at 139.13. So you're basically here was right above that 8-day. But let's just look at the charts here, okay? So we want to go make sure that we're at 136.49, okay? And then we're going to have that 138.85 level. And then we're going to go right on top of that here, that's that 140.33. And then we just follow the candles up. You got 142.26. And then we have 143.14, and then your big retest there is 144.42. That's your all-time high, and that's the breakout. You break above that, you're going to hit that 150 and just keep right on marching all the way up to that 200-day. Okay, so 200 bucks, I should say. So again, on the downside here, we got to see how it's going to open up here first thing here Monday morning, but it should open up here pretty good because that's a pretty good announcement there for NVIDIA. That shows you have huge confidence in the stock, and that's going to be entered the Dow here on the 8th. Okay, now remember, so just watch this 8-day. That's going to be key. Watch that 21-day. That's going to be key. So I'm not going to show you exactly where everything went on the way down here because it doesn't really matter. This is going to pop up first thing here Monday morning. Now we got to see. So just watch that 8-day and watch that 21-day. Okay, and then watch Friday's low. That's going to be key. Okay, that's 134.57, and then we could go right down to the bottom here, 132.11, and then you can just follow this all the way on down here. You got 128.74 level. You come all the way down to your 50 simple moving average here at 125.45, and then you got Hondo sitting all the way down here at 123.13. But I think this is going to jump up here and stay up here and do like a little sideways action. Now you can see your RSI here, your curling right back up here. So we could take this up much, much higher. Your green is below your red here, but that could circle around. If we can get that 4 or 5 point gain here, that would be awesome. I'm long this stock here, and I added before, actually right as it was happening here on NVIDIA because I figure you're going to have a good day. Now remember, the first couple days of the month, money comes into the market. We got to see how this all shakes out. But remember, on Tuesday in the United States here, we have the presidential election. And a lot of elections going right across the board here for your Senate, your House seats, everything. So this is going to be huge. So just get ready for an absolute wet and wild week. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now, you can see here, this was that war premium, the war premium, and the same thing as we got going on here. Now, so far here today, here we went right up in the 50-day. So let's take a look at the upside here first. Now, there was really no retaliation that came across the news there from Iran to Israel. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. It usually happens on the weekend, but nothing really kind of a situation like that happened. Okay, so on the upside, we're going to be looking at that 71.05. That's your 50-day. You can see where we went right up into it today. If we get above that here, we're looking right there at that 71.33 level. That's going to be key, okay? Now, again, if we can get above that, then we'll come up here, 71.45. We'll come up there at 71.92, and then we're going to have a nice retest at 72.34. Now, if you can break above this and get above this 72.34, that's going to be key. Then we're going to come right to the bottom of that candle. You're looking at 73.26, and then we're like 74.45, and then we're going to come up here, 74.89. That's your 100-day. And then we'll come up there to your 76.24, and then 77.14. That's your 200-day, and then retest up there at 78.46. Now, downside here, you got a real key level here is going to be this 8 simple moving average. That's at 69.61. If that is lost here, your next support level is going to be 69.32, and then we'll come to the bottom of this candle, looking at 68.30, and then we'll come right here to the bottom there. You're looking at 68.27, and then we'll come right there at 66.92, and then your retest at 66.72. Which is your recent low. And then we can come down here. Okay, you got 66.33. right there, 65.63, and then big retest 65.27. But let's just see how this shakes out. Now, when you look at this chart here, you got high, lower high, lower high, and lower high. This is still in a down, a trending market right here. Okay, you can see this down. Now, if we can get above this key level, that 72.34, well, that would reverse it, and we would send this much higher. Now, if there war situation, retaliation, something, they hit a oil facility or anything on that order, this here could spike to that 78.46 in probably, I don't know, 2 seconds. So always remember that this is we're trading a war scenario kind of situation. If this can all get worked out here and you start losing that 8-day, well, we can work yourself right down to that 66.72 very easily. Now, RSI sitting at 49, plenty of room to run both directions. Your green is still below your red, but looks like it wants to pinch up. So let's just see how this all going to shake out here for Monday. So really what you want to watch is watch that 50-day, very, very critical. You can see when it went up there today, and then watch that 21-day. That's where we went up to Friday. Very, very critical. You get above that, this is going to be the key level, 72.34, and that would change that reversal, that downtrending channel that we have going on here. Okay, natural gas here. Well, we had a really good trade here on the, I have no position right now. I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out. So the low here came all the way down to 251. Wow, why did it keep all the way down there? Why did it stop there? Let's look at the candle. 251. Okay, you put in a little bit lower low at 2.154, 2.1456. What do you have? The gap now is filled. When we were up here and we lost this, I says, watch the 8-day, watch the 21-day, and watch this gap fill. And where did she go? Right to the gap fill. This is why you trade the chart. Don't let anybody tell you different. It's after looking. It's all bullshit. I told you up here exactly where she's going to go. Okay, now what we want to watch here is now that we got the gap filled here very, very nicely, now we want to watch this 21-day. Okay, so you're watching that 21-day, you're sitting at 2.54. You need to hold that. That's going to be key. If not, you'll come down and retest that 251, and you'll come and test that at 50-day at 2.47, and maybe even this 2.39 here is your 100-day. Okay, now upside here, you really want to watch is that 8-day, but then you want to do is watch today's high. Okay, that 2.58, there's your gap, and now you see we have a new fill here. Okay, so now we're looking on the upside. You watch that low, 2.63. Okay, but right there is that 8-day. That's going to be key. 2.62, and right there, that'd be the 2.63. That's your gap fill. Now, if we can just keep running up, we looked at the bottom of that candle. What do you got? 2.68. We looked at the top of Friday's candle. You got 2.72, and then we'll come to the bottom of there. You got 2.77. You got 2.83, and then right there is your big retest, 2.91, which is the top of that candle. Okay, now blast above that. What do you got? 2.94, 2.983, and then your big retest at 3.01. But right now, on the downside, watch that 21-day. That's key. If that's lost, then you watch that 50-day. That's going to be your next support level. You break through this 8 SMA here, then we can retest that gap fill that gap, and then we just march that bad boy right on up here till you get that 2.91 retest. Okay, now 50, you're sitting right in the middle. Your green is still over your red, even though it looks like it's curling over here. But again, we have a nice bottoming tail here so far. But again, market's been open 22 minutes, okay? So we have a bottoming tail. We got a whole day, we got another 5 days of this, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, I know the weather is starting to turn here. It's like 50 degrees here today. And raining, it's just totally nasty out there. So again, went mountain biking yesterday, which was totally awesome. It was a little cooler out there, but you know, that's how she goes, you know, but awesome trade. But again, watch that 21-day on the downside. Watch that 8-day there on the old upside. See how she all going to shake out. Okay, crude number, watch that 50-day, watch that 21-day. Very, very key. Downside, watch that 8-day. Here, 21-day and that 8-day, very, very key. Now remember, on NVDA, watch with how it opens tomorrow, and if it can hold that open, and remember, it will be in the Dow on the 8th, and the earnings will come out there on the 20th. Okay, that's what I got for you tonight. I can get back to the Lions game here. Looks like they're going possibly to working on beating the Packers. We got to see how it all shakes out. Got a second half to go for here yet, so we got to see how that shakes out. Remember, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.